Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to make a video about this because it's something that I find really interesting. I'll keep it short and sweet, but this is something that is absolutely mind blowing about the whole Andrew Tate situation. And we all know that this gentleman, he went to jail, um, taken to jail under allegations of possibly sex trafficking and something else. And what I find interesting is I was recently watching a YouTube video by Kero MGB, KEROMGB, and I recommend you guys check it out. And I've noticed that the vast majority of nowadays college students, in his videos at least, and probably in general society too, but in his videos at least, the vast majority do not care about something that society as a whole used to care about in the past, and that is something called justice. That is something called the truth. They do not care about that. All they care about is their feelings, and if they feel poorly about Andrew Tate, if they don't like him, then they want him to go to jail for life. And the whole concept of justice, whether or not he actually did something wrong, doesn't matter. Whether or not he actually committed a crime, not something wrong by their definition, but committed a legal crime, does not matter to them. All that matters to them is they do not like him and they want him to go to jail. And the scary part about this, the scariest part about this, is something that has been going on in society for a while now, but hasn't been as outwardly spoken by people as it is now. And that is the fact that society does not care about young men. They do not care if young men's lives get ruined under false allegations. They do not care if young men's life get ruined for whatever reason. They do not care because what is going on, especially, and I'm saying society in general, but to be honest, the voices that are being heard in society, the loudest voices, are those of a subsect of women, and it seems like that subsect is growing more and more, and has been growing more and more lately. And what they care about is protecting themselves and not caring about how that affects anyone else. Meaning, they care about protecting. They don't care if they have to throw 90% of men in jail. They don't care about that because as long as they're 100% guaranteed that they're not gonna have their feelings hurt or have to be at risk of any crimes committed to them. They don't care if people are getting thrown in jail unjustly. All they care about is under this pretense of safety for them, meaning that they just want to feel like they're untouchable, and power. It seems like there's a power trip that's going on, and the whole concept of justice is not there. And I did want to articulate this in a better way, but I'm going off rip here, and I'm absolutely disappointed with society nowadays. It is absolutely terrifying what is going on in society nowadays. The whole concept of justice, the whole concept of guilt, innocent until proven guilty, all of that. Oh, he's on Romania is the answer that people have been saying. So what? So what? The moral, the ethical and moral issue is still there. Of you're trying to throw someone in jail without having evidence of them doing something bad just because they made you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So, and the trust and the justice system by some people, they absolutely trust the justice system up until it affects them negatively. And what I see is the vast majority of women do not live a life where they're fearful of false allegations. They live a life where they're fearful of other things, but they do not live a life where they're fearful of false allegations, and therefore they do not give a shit if men are fearful of false allegations. They do not give a shit if men are going to jail. They would rather have fear in the hearts of every man as long as they are protected. That is what I'm saying. It is a completely unfair and dark society that we live in. And there's a subsect of society, a large portion of society, which is young men specifically and men in general, who are being treated very, very poorly in some aspects. And we need to take that into consideration. And that is a conversation that needs to be had. And that has been brought to light by the Johnny Depp situation, that has been brought to light by Andrew Tate. And Johnny Depp, don't forget, everyone was saying he was guilty, especially women of that subsect, loud women, um, were saying that he was guilty up until it became trendy to hate on Amber Heard with the whole like stepped on a bee or whatever, my dog stepped on a bee situation or whatever, and then they followed the trend, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But they would not have cared had there been injustice toward Johnny Depp. They would not have cared had he gone to jail or had he had to pay a lot of money. And in fact, he did. He lost a trial in England, and no one cared that there was injustice. It was an unjust trial. So this is a reality that we live in nowadays, unfortunately, and I think this is something that is going to start to change because we are seeing that there is hatred that is targeting us young men. So, all right, guys, thank you for listening. Hope you have a good one. Peace.